Hi tubers, I thought I'd post this as a kind of an explanation of my latest song, which is, sorry I have to think about it, I can't remember the title. No Place for Angels. No Place for Angels is the title of the song, sorry I had to think about that. Basically it's a tribute to Jonbenet, who was she was a child. She did a lot of beauty pageants. She was American, and she did a lot of beauty things. She was a little girl, and she was 6 years old. And the story that I discovered the other day of how she died, I don't know. It just set something off because I've got a kiddie thing. No, not. I didn't mean I've got a kiddie thing like that. I meant, I feel awful when I hear things that have happened to people that, that they haven't seen life yet, start to rain. Bloody England. But anyway, people that haven't seen any of life, and Jonbenet is one of those who really, she spent her whole life being being a little doll more than a child. And because of all her beauty pageants and things, she had to act a lot older than I think she was. Which is such a shame, really, because after 6 years old, and basically what happened was, it was Christmas night. She'd been crowned Little Miss Christmas, and it's a true story, in her home in, I think it was Boulder in Colorado, in America. Basically someone sneaked into her house, and they took her down to the basement, and as far as I know, they strangled her, raped her, and it was horrible. I've seen the autopsy photos and I felt sick to my stomach. I can tell you, it's quite, it's just awful. And I don't understand the mentality of how someone can do that, to a little child that's done nothing. And it really gets to me how people can be so thoughtless. I know that Jonbenet, sorry, she's not the only one either, because this happens to children, not famous, all children all over the place, and I just feel really awful when they get abused and shit, because it makes me feel sort of guilty, really, about the life that I have, and it's not great, my life it's nowhere near fantastic, but at least I'm not getting abused, and I haven't been murdered, obviously, but it just gets to me when that happens, and I felt so passionate about it that I had to write a song. And basically I took videos, little clips of her pageants. I made a video because I think that she deserves to be remembered, because she was a sweet child, and she wasn't like one of those pretentious, snobby pageant queens. She was a genuinely lovely person, and she had one of the most amazing faces, she's just, how you look at someone's face sometimes and you can just see the faults. I can see faults, but my jawline goes sort of round. I don't like that. I don't like my forehead. I don't like the bridge of my nose where it goes like this. But you just look at her and you see absolutely none of that. There isn't any faults on her face, and whether that's makeup or whatever, I don't know. But even so, she's incredibly pretty. And, it makes me think, she got to this age, she'd be 2 years older than I am now, so she'd be nearly 19. And to think that someone cut her life short when she could have made so much out of it, it really is a shame, and it just gets to me. And, I love her name as well, it's Jonbenet. I remembered the name and I googled it, and then I just found all this stuff about her, and it just, it's a tragic story, and I just thought I'd better write a song about it, because she didn't deserve that, and it just makes me sick to think that this person's never caught either, so they could be just wandering around Colorado today. It's just really sickening. And I mean, what kind of mentality must someone get to want to go out and just murder someone like that? I hate that part of human nature. I just can't stand. And they must have something really wrong in their life, wrong up here. People point their fingers at transsexuals, you know, they say, oh, there's something wrong with you. Excuse me. You know, there's murderers out there. Okay, transsexualism is not in the same degree as murder. And it's just, it was heartbreaking, really, to think that that happened to that poor little girl. And yeah, it's not just her, it's loads as well. I'm really into, like, supporting children's charities and things like that. It's something that I feel should be stopped, and it shouldn't even need to be stopped because it shouldn't exist in the first place. You know, you shouldn't try and harm someone before they've lived. They shouldn't try and mar their life and stop them from having what they should have as a child. And although a lot of people pointed their finger at Mr. and Mrs. Ramsey at the time of the murder, I don't think they murdered Jonbenet, but I don't think she was given a fair chance of sort of how to live. I mean, I can appreciate and I can believe that she enjoyed the pageants, because you can tell from watching them she's really happy and she's not forced. You can see bruises on her arms, and I'm not entirely sure, and I don't think anyone will ever know if Jonbenet was happy. She certainly seemed to be happy, but yeah, I guess we'll never know, and it's just a really tragic story. I better finish posting now, so just thanks for watching. If you haven't watched the song, find it on my channel. It's got a little picture of black and white of a little girl with a crown on her head, stunningly pretty, blonde, curly head. That is the song, and it's my latest song, and I want to get as many views, as many comments as I possibly can. So thank you for watching, and bye bye.